What is up, Flock? Phoenix Feather here. Welcome back to another, welcome to something I haven't done in a while, actually. A solo 5M video. So I have not done one of these. I don't think I've done one of these since we actually changed the name of the server from Outcast County Sheriff's Department to Outcast County Emergency RP. Like, it's been that long. I haven't really had anything to talk about. But I've been getting a lot of questions here lately. You know, a lot of the same questions being asked over and over again. So I figured instead of constantly replying back to this video or replying back to these questions, Jesus, gotta learn how to talk. I would just make a video and put it all out there, like give you the answer and list the reasons why, all that good stuff. So that way, if anyone asks, I can just point them to the direction of this video. Actually, I probably will just post this link to this video in the application room, the 5M room, the 5M information room. I don't know. So, before I get into the frequently asked questions sort of thing, or side of things, let me just take a moment to say thank you guys so much for continuing to support the series. This series is I guess special. I don't know if that's the right word. I enjoy the series simply because it allows me to be creative with my call ideas. It allows me to really develop a character story wise, and all that. Some of them are really duds, but others, you know, become like a ongoing storyline, and I like that. For those of you who have watched the channel for a long time, you guys will know I really do enjoy storyline games and such. I enjoy a good storyline for a TV series or a movie series. Those always hook me in. So being able to tell a story using characters I come up with for this game is what I love about this game. That and flashy lights. I've noticed that I've gotten a lot like Tyler in my old age. When I see flashy lights, I'm like, ooh, can I play with it? So currently, this is the only way I get to play with flashy lights, except for playing the game flashy lights. So yeah, I got a lot more selection of flashy lights in this game. So I want to thank you guys. Like I said, thank you guys for continuing to support the series. Those of you who watch on Tuesdays and those who show up Friday nights, thank you. Thank you for enjoying the series and allowing me to do it as long as I have. Much appreciate. I've kind of reached a milestone that I'm no longer being accused of copying off someone else, which is pretty impressive. I used to get accused all the time of copying a certain group, which I've never ever actually watched. To be 100% honest with you, I've never watched. Well, okay, there was one guy I used to watch that did 5M. I can't remember, it's Troop or something. That's how often I watched him. I don't even remember his name. I only watched a few of his videos, but he was funny as hell. So it's just like Farm Sim. I really don't watch anyone playing it simply because I enjoy playing it. I don't enjoy watching other people play it. So yeah, I'm glad that that's finally stopped. You're copying someone you've never watched. Oh, you're a copycat. that is the biggest annoyance I guess during the series is, you know, people saying we copy other people when you never even watched them. Well, I haven't. The other guys have. I haven't though. So maybe they're copying them. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So anyway, let's get into the frequently asked questions, because these are what the purpose of the video is for, not me rambling and saying, hey, thank you guys so very, very much. So the first question I get a lot is, how do I apply to be a law enforcement or be a part of the fire department? Currently, there is no way. We used to have a link that is now pulled down. I pulled it down because we were getting a ton of applications and nobody actually coming in the server. So it got rather annoying when you're constantly going through applications and, you know, telling people we're currently not accepting anyone because we don't have room, and just constantly get. And I even went as far as to put that in the 5M application room, and it's still there, and I still get quite asked almost daily at this point, maybe every other day actually. How do I apply? We're currently not accepting applications because we don't have room. You know, we're a lot of times, you guys who watch Saturday nights know, a lot of times we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs because we have like 2 civs and none of them are doing anything. It's not because they're not, you know, they just not sitting around doing nothing. They're out of call ideas because they're constantly having to do them because there's no one coming in the server. So until we get more civ activity, like more random people coming in and playing around, applications won't be up. Applications will not be a thing. If you find the link, you can apply, but we're not even going to review it until we get more people coming into the server. So that doesn't mean there's no chance at all of you becoming a cop or fire, what have you. If you guys come in the server as civs and you roleplay and we like your roleplay, you'll be the first guys we ask, like, hey, do you want to do fire? Hey, do you want to be police? You know, if we get short-handed, and we do often get short-handed. There's been, like, we had one week we had like 8 civs in the server, and at one point we had 3 cops. So, you know, we do get short-handed, and if you come in and you're active in the server and you're actively, you know, giving us good RP, you'd be the first guy asked, hey, do you want to switch and, you know, run cop for a little bit, or you know, stuff like that. So the best thing I can tell you, if you want to be, you know, a cop with us coming to the server, look at Kella. Kella is a perfect example. Kella came in, he actually wanted to be a cop, and we put him through the same thing we would put anyone through. He went through a couple weeks. He gave us hell of a good RP. You know, storylines, good, you know, long calls, entertaining calls, and he became cop as soon as he got free, you know, free space. Brandon is another guy. He came in, give us RP. Now he's a cop. Well, he's our resident Department of Transportation / cop guy. If we get shorthanded, he switches over, or if we need an ambulance, he jumps in an ambulance. He's crappy EMS, but at least he's one, right? That could be you. You could be the next Brandon. Unfortunately, I don't know how else to put it, but so yeah, more civ activity. If we get a more regular civ population, then we'll bring up, or I'll post a link back in the app room. If we do open up the application, more likely for the first, it'll be for fire and EMS, because me personally, I would like to have a permanent fire and EMS guy, so if there's an accident or if we tase somebody, you know, an ambulance can show up in the scene without one of us having to jump in our car, driving around the corner, and jump in an ambulance. That's something I would like, something I think would further the role play, but we just don't have enough activity in the server just to have people sit around and do nothing. Because unfortunately, that's what, in my mind, it would become if we allow people to fill slots. They just sit there and do nothing, instead of actually, you know, if we're short on if we're short on civs, you know, switch to a civ and give us some good RP. If we just start filling slots, so that's the long form of your questions. Can I join the police department? There you go. Join in, be a civ, and when we get a free spot, you'll be asked. So there you go. Next question I get a lot is, will you do this state or that state or this state? No, we're not doing actual states anymore. Florida was the last state we'll ever run. So There is very slim selection when it comes to state skins on LSPFR. There is very few that are fictional, not non-fictional. There are very few fictional state police skins. They're all usually based off certain police departments. And the problem with that is we always get, we did Arizona, we did West Virginia, Florida. I can't remember what other ones we did. But it always comes to the same problem. People expect us, just because we're running a Florida State Police skin, to abide by Florida State Police laws, or excuse me, Florida laws, Florida State Police vehicles, Florida State Police lighting setups, and that goes for every state we've ever done. We always get, well, they don't do that. They don't have those light bars. They don't use those cars. And it's just like, what, guys, we're not going to be 100% by the book. What haven't you learned about watching our videos and live streams that we're not 100% by the book? You know, it's quite ridiculous. So I am anti doing any real state. We have a good state skin, a fictional state skin right now that I need to put in on all the vehicles. And we just will not do any more actual state skins anymore, because I'm tired of the same old broken record of, they don't do that, they don't have those, they don't have those, they don't drive those. That's getting ridiculous. So no, we will not do X state anywhere. The only exception to the rule is the sheriff skin. The Greene County Sheriff skin, because I love it too much to say no. So yeah, we needed a new good one, and this is a really good one. So I know they don't use Caprices, they use like Chargers and Tahoes, I think, over there. Alright, so next question is, I get this a lot, mainly in the live streams. Will you drive this? Will you drive that? Can you drive this? Can you drive that? Again, no. So I'm very picky on what I drive and when I drive it / where I drive it. I like starting off with some of my favorite vehicles, and throughout the night I do switch. For those of you who remember before this became an issue, you guys remember I was switching like every other call. I would switch to a new vehicle constantly, and then here lately I just get bombarded with the same question over and over again. Can you drive this? Can you drive that? Can you drive this? Can you drive that? And I end up not switching because I don't want to piss someone off because I didn't select their car. So it's really what it becomes, and it sucks because I don't get to use as many cars as I used to. There's some cars I really will not use. Like, I get asked a lot to use the pickup trucks. In my opinion, the pickup trucks shouldn't be used anywhere except like in the county, like where there could be off-road chases. I know other states and cities do use police trucks, but it just doesn't make sense to me unless it's going to be like an off-road chase to have a police truck involved. It doesn't make sense on the highway or in the city. That's just my opinion. So I will never use it. And I highly encourage the guys not to use them except when we're in the county, because I don't want to stoke that fire. Like, well, JC's using the Ford, can you use it? No, I have values unlike him. But yeah, constantly being asked, just kind of, it annoys me, but more importantly, it annoys my moderators to the point where they get pissed off and they start yelling, and you don't want that. You don't want an angry lady. You don't want an angry Brandon. You don't want an angry Dakota or angry Zach coming at you. So guys, just hang out. If you want to see me drive a different car, just hang out, and you see me switch cars throughout the night, and every now and then I'd be like, hey, what do you guys think I should drive? That happens. So then feel free to tell me what you think. But if you constantly ask, it's just gonna lead to me just driving the same car over and over and over and over again, like I have for this video 14 minutes of me driving around with my lights on like a dum-dum. So, anywho, I think the last question I have is, I got asked a lot about the fire roleplays side of things. So I asked a while back, I asked my viewers if they would like to see that, you know, integrated into the Outcast County videos, or if you would like them to see, like, them be on their own standalone series. And a lot of people wanted me to mix them, but, you know, as we got into the planning stages of that, it got quite difficult because we only have a handful of people to record now. Like this past time, we had 4 people recording, so it gets really tight, and we wouldn't have the staff to run both departments, which sucks. So in order to do that, we would really have to be strictly that. Now the problem with doing the fire stuff on, you know, on live stream is a lot of times we run out of ideas because there's only so much you can really do. So we run out of ideas, and, you know, then we start blowing each other up. And the last time it lasted like an hour and a half before we got to the blowing up part. So, you know, unfortunately we don't really have great, because our really good calls we usually wait to use for FS901, and we don't want them overlapping. We don't want to be running the same calls in two different games. That would get really boring really quick. So, you know, it is what it is. So I'm sorry, guys, but maybe once we get more active server, you know, we get in a couple of really good RP guys that we can trust to show up for recording. Maybe we can incorporate them in, or maybe we could even incorporate that into live streams like I was talking about earlier. That was, in my opinion, is something that we lack in our server, is a dedicated EMS fire guy to show up. So yeah, that's in the future plans. But I think I'm trying to rack my brain to make sure I've covered all the questions I get quite often. I think I have. I'll throw this one in here. Where do you get your mods? All of our mods come from LSPDFR or GTA 5 mods. Every single mod you see, well, that's a lie. There's a Discord group that's public that you can join. I can't remember the name of it, but you can find out on LSPDFR. That's how we found it. Where we found a couple of our cars, but all of them are public. All of them are released publicly, so you can find them, add them to your 5M server or your GTA 5 game. They're out there. I promise you that they're out there. So that is all I got for you guys. I'm sorry if you guys were looking for a group video. Those will be back next week. They're recorded. Don't have to worry about that going on hiatus anytime soon. But I wanted really to just do this video and get some questions answered and so on. So thank you guys so very, very much for watching. If you did like the video, be sure to leave a like down below. If you guys want to see more 5M videos, be sure to click subscribe. And as always, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!